Have you ever wondered how the cell phone was invented? Today these pocket-sized devices are integral to our daily lives, serving as our connection to the world around us. They allow us to communicate, navigate, work, and entertain ourselves, all at the touch of a screen. But how did we get here? What sparked the invention of this ubiquitous piece of technology? This video aims to unravel the mystery, to take you on a journey through the history of the cell phone. To fully appreciate this modern marvel, let's dive into its fascinating origin. The journey of the cell phone starts way back in the 1940s. It was a time when the world was still reeling from the effects of World War II, and technology was beginning to make significant strides. In this era, the concept of mobile communication was born, not in the form of the sleek touchscreen devices we know today, but through the development of mobile radios. These were the early days of mobile communication, when the communication devices were large, bulky, and anything but portable. Imagine, if you will, a world where the only mobile communication was through two-way radios installed in vehicles. That was the state of technology in the 1940s. Police departments, fire departments, and the military primarily used these radios. They allowed for a degree of mobility, but there were significant limitations. Each of these mobile radios operated on a single frequency, meaning that only one conversation could occur at a time. If two people were talking, everyone else had to wait their turn. Imagine the chaos in a crisis situation when multiple parties needed to communicate simultaneously. Furthermore, these devices were large and power-hungry, making them impractical for everyday personal use. They were also expensive, which made them inaccessible to the average person. Additionally, the coverage was limited to the range of a single transmitter, meaning that if you moved out of range, your communication was cut off. In short, while mobile radios were a significant advancement for their time, they were far from perfect. They were not practical for widespread use, and their limitations became increasingly apparent as the world moved into the second half of the 20th century. Technology had to evolve. The world needed something more, a device that was portable, affordable, and allowed for multiple simultaneous conversations. This need for more advanced communication sparked the idea of the cell phone, a device that would revolutionize the way we communicate, the way we work, and the way we live our lives. The seed was planted and the journey of the cell phone had just begun. The man behind this revolutionary idea was Martin Cooper. A visionary engineer at Motorola, Cooper saw an untapped potential in the realm of communication. In the mid-20th century, car phones were the closest thing to mobile communication, but they were far from personal and portable. Cooper envisioned a world where communication wasn't tethered to a specific location, but something that could be carried in your pocket, taken wherever you go. Cooper's vision was bold and ambitious. He dreamt of a device that would not only change the way we communicate but also the way we live. A device that would give individuals the freedom to communicate anytime, anywhere. This dream wasn't without its challenges. It meant going against the prevailing norms of the time, challenging the status quo, and overcoming technical hurdles. But Cooper was not one to back down from a challenge. And so, the race to invent the cell phone began. The year was 1973 when the world saw the first cell phone. Amid the era of bell-bottoms and disco music, a new technological marvel emerged that would change the course of human communication forever. This pioneer of mobile telephony was none other than the Motorola Dynatac. The Motorola Dynatac, standing for Dynamic Adaptive Total Area Coverage, was a hefty device. It was about the size of a brick and weighed in at a whopping 2 pounds. With a tall antenna poking out from the top, it was often humorously compared to a military walkie-talkie. But despite its size, this mobile phone presented an enticing promise: the freedom to make and receive calls from anywhere. The Dynatac was not just about making phone calls. It also had a red LED display that showed the dialed numbers and the state of the battery. The phone stored up to 30 contacts, a feature that was revolutionary at the time. But this groundbreaking technology came with a hefty price tag. The Motorola Dynatac 8000X, the first commercially available model, cost nearly $4,000, equivalent to about $20,000 today. The battery life of the Dynatac was another story. It took close to 10 hours to charge the phone for a mere half hour of talk time. But despite these limitations, the Dynatac was a symbol of status and a peek into a future where communication would not be tethered to the confines of a home or office. This first cell phone was a testament to human ingenuity and the relentless pursuit of progress. It broke the chains of communication, liberating it from the static landlines and ushering in the era of mobile telephony. The Dynatac was the first step in a journey that would lead to the sleek, multifunctional smartphones we take for granted today. It was a breakthrough, but it was just the beginning. As we moved forward, the cell phone would evolve, shrinking in size and expanding in capabilities, forever transforming our world. But that's a story for another time. For now, let's marvel at the birth of the cell phone and the giant leap it represented in our technological journey. From the brick-like Dynatac, cell phones have come a long way. In the late 1980s, cell phones started to shrink in size and increase in functionality. The Motorola MicroTac, introduced in 1989, was the first truly portable phone. It was also the first to feature a flip design, a major milestone in cell phone evolution. As we moved into the 90s, cell phones began to incorporate more advanced features. Nokia, a major player in the mobile phone industry, introduced the concept of SMS or text messaging in 1992. This brought about a new era of communication, allowing people to send short messages to each other instantly. The late 90s saw the introduction of the Nokia 9000 communicator, the world's first cell phone integrated PDA. This device marked the beginning of the smartphone era, with features like email, fax, and web browsing. The 21st century brought about a revolution in cell phone technology. In 2007, Apple launched the first iPhone, a device that combined a mobile phone, an iPod, and an internet communicator. It introduced the concept of apps, small software applications that could be downloaded onto the phone, forever changing the way we interact with our devices. BlackBerry too made its mark in the early 2000s with its range of phones that catered to the business class. Known for their QWERTY keyboards and secure email services, BlackBerry phones became a symbol of professionalism and status. Today, cell phones have evolved into powerful mini-computers. They are equipped with high-resolution cameras, advanced GPS systems, and even virtual reality capabilities. Companies like Samsung and Huawei are pushing the boundaries with foldable screens and 5G connectivity. From making calls and sending texts to streaming videos and navigating roads, our cell phones have become our personal assistants, entertainment centers, and lifelines to the world. Today, cell phones are more than just communication devices. They are an integral part of our lives. The invention of the cell phone has had a profound impact on our society. These pocket-sized powerhouses have transformed life as we know it in ways we could never have imagined just a few decades ago. Consider business, for instance. Cell phones have made it possible for entrepreneurs to run entire enterprises from the palm of their hands. They've broken down geographical barriers, enabling seamless global communication. Today, a small business owner in New York can easily connect with a supplier in Beijing, a customer in Sydney, or a freelancer in Berlin. In the realm of social interaction, cell phones have changed the game entirely. We're now able to stay in touch with loved ones across the globe, share moments in real time, and even meet new people, all at the touch of a button. This constant connectivity has reshaped our social dynamics, turning the world into a global village. And let's not forget entertainment. Remember when we had to be in front of a TV at a specific time to catch our favorite show? Today we stream, play, and consume content whenever we want, wherever we want. Cell phones have made entertainment portable and personalized. In essence, cell phones have woven themselves into the fabric of our daily lives, becoming indispensable tools for work, socialization, and entertainment. They've made the world smaller, brought people closer, and made life infinitely more convenient. The cell phone has truly revolutionized the way we communicate and live. So, that's the story of how the cell phone was invented. This ubiquitous device, now a staple of our daily lives, was born out of a simple yet curious question. The journey of the cell phone began with the birth of mobile communication, a revolutionary idea that transformed the way we connect with each other. The brain behind this ingenious invention was Martin Cooper, whose vision and determination led to the creation of the world's first cell phone. However, the device we hold today bears little resemblance to that cumbersome and bulky prototype. Over the decades, the cell phone has evolved dramatically, morphing into the sleek, multifunctional gadgets we use today. The impact of the cell phone on society has been profound, reshaping our social interactions, our work, and even our leisure. Next time you pick up your phone, remember the fascinating journey it has been on to get to your hands.